Math is a lot of rain right now. So I'm out here on the front porch. I've never tried the live on YouTube, guys, so I figure why not give it a shot. This rain is bad. It is some nasty, nasty rain, as you guys can see. I've got some damage to the house. I've got over here, there's a piece of wood that's hanging right there. That piece of wood hanging on to, I think my internet's hooked up to that. Because that thing goes somewhere up onto the house. And then these trees over here on the side, they're all leaning. And they're uprooted. So those trees are down. The winds were bad yesterday. I mean, considerably. I haven't had, other than when I was a child here in North Carolina, I've never experienced that much, with this hurricane. Out back, I've got 2 trees down. Let me show you all that real quick. I've never done live, so here I am. Told you guys I probably would do some live. I think I've said that. So the house is a disaster. I've had 3 boys, me and the wife, and the boys like to play rough. They like to get real rough. There's the tree. There's a tree back in the back. Up, it's more like that right there. It's attached to that tree. It fell over onto the fence. So Hurricane Florence at this moment. And we're in the house now. I'm about to go on the front porch. Jalen, say hey. Say hey. Got my dog. Alright. I feel really bad for those who might be in this who are trying to withdraw or can't get their stuff and they're sucking right now. That's gotta suck because this, you can't even go to Waffle House right now and I'm hungry. I am extremely hungry, so that means I gotta cook, and then I gotta clean, and then, But, what do you do? I'm blessed, I'm clean, I'm happy. I hope other people seeing this are like, you know what? In a dark place like this, where all this rain, house damage and everything, I can still smile. What's going on, everybody? I am looking forward to doing more stuff. What's going on? I got Nicola and Nikki. How you doing? I am looking forward to trying to make this channel better than what it's been. Of course, I've just been being me. For the past 3 years, I've just been being me. I've been doing construction. I've been busting my hump. As you guys know, I rarely make these updates. Like, I want to make them more. And I see these people who do YouTube videos, and they have YouTube channels, and that's like their full-time job. They make income to be able to do these things. I wish I was able to do that. Of course, I'm going to try and put some more eggs into that basket. And this few days that I haven't had to go to work has kind of let me see that a lot of you guys are supportive. And a lot of you are helping me. And, I need to get more subscribers. I need to get more people. But nonetheless, I would love to do this thing full-time, What's up, Tiger? Long time no see, bro. Now, this is my cousin, Tiger, here in the comments. This is my mom's sister's son. And, my mom's brother's son, my Uncle Bubba. And, yeah, man, in North Carolina, bro, this nothing you guys in Florida aren't used to. And, man, I'm just glad to be alive. I saw a comment on a video that I hadn't seen in a while of mine, and it had to do with having a dream about heroin, waking up, that scary feeling. What's going on, Pamela? What's going on, mate? So I look forward to doing more updates. There's so much stuff that I've not been able to record along this way. There's so many things that I really wish I was able to record, but I'm so limited on time. Hoodie, what's up? Nikki, Eliane, is it Eleonora? Eleonora. Trying to pronounce it right. I do see y'all's comments. Y'all see that I like them. I try to be active. People have been writing me on Facebook since I've been doing this hurricane thing and I've been doing more updates and videos. I've been in communication with a lot of people. And a lot of people asking questions. They're like, I'm on day 2. I'm trying to get clean, Derek, and your videos are help pushing me through. I could see how that could work because That guy Lucas that I brought up in one of my videos recently, appreciate it, hoodie. That guy Lucas, I've been in communication with him yesterday, and he said he might start his channel back up. I told him, if that's the case, if you start your channel back up, man, I guarantee you all the people that are subscribed to me will want to come and subscribe to you, and they'll be supportive of your movement, man, and what you got going. I'm all about getting people clean. It's gotten me. You guys have no clue over the past 3 years how much every one of your comments, every one of your things have pulled me in some dark, dark times. What's up, Mac? Pamela? It's great to see what God is doing in your life. Yes. Look, I'm telling you, when I was in that lady's house detoxing and I was trying to get off the heroin, which, by the way, I didn't even necessarily, I'll put it like this. I wanted to get clean, but there was that beast, you know, that back and forth. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Useless. I wanted to get clean, but I couldn't get clean. And I was fighting that back and forth. I was resistant on getting clean for like the last month of me running out on the streets. I wasn't home anymore. The wife wouldn't let me stay here. I was just on the run. And I remember going to her house, and while I was at her house, something happened as I started detoxing. This is some of those, I guess you'd say, spiritual moments, whatever you would like to call it, that happened to me while I was at her house. I had a Galaxy Note 3, and I had it turned off so that I could guarantee it would turn on the next day. While I was at her house, and I went to sleep that night because I was out of it, I nodded out, I woke up in the morning, the Note 3 wouldn't turn on. So how was I going to get a hold of the dope dealer? You know, even though that might have been in the back of my mind, I'm going to try and get clean. And appreciate it, CVS. Well, when I woke up and I couldn't get that on, that's when I knew I was in trouble. So I was stuck at this lady's house, just a typical guy. And my mom and dad came over because we were going to have a talk. And mom kept telling me, son, I want you to know that I love you. I really want you to know that I love you. That's all I want you to know. And I'm like, Mom, because you know when you're in that state, your heart is hard. Your heart is hard. And you've done so many things that you know are wrong, you get emotional. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. And while I was sitting there telling her, Mom, I know, stop. Mom was telling me, no, Derek, you don't understand. You don't understand. I love you. So it started cracking me up a little bit, and I started tearing up a little bit. Mom, no, stop, Mom. The lady at the house that I was recovering at, or trying to get clean at, she told me, and excuse my language, y'all, I'm just going to say everything the way it is. I'm not going to bleep out. She said, Derek, shut the fuck up. That's what she told me. I was so mad, like I'd never had a woman that I didn't really know that much just say that to me and mean it. And like, she said it to me a minute. I just, I wanted to pop her upside the head. Like, that's how I felt. Well, my mom and dad looked at me and looked at her and were like, what the heck is going on here? So then the lady turned to my mom and says, Patty, you need to buy The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. I mentioned this in my last video, but there's a lot of things that led up to this. Appreciate it, Ice Cube. Thank you. No, it's past us. So this lady tells me to be quiet. She says, shut the fuck up. And then she tells my mom to buy my dad The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. I got pissed and I said, you know what? Bye. I don't feel good. I'm going to the room. And they all knew I was pissed. Well, when I went to the room, I ended up sitting there watching Netflix, I think. That's while I was trying to withdraw. And by the way, the withdrawals didn't even kick in till that night. I don't know why it took me. Okay, the day before I came over, I stayed, I slept. The next day we got up. It took me like a day and a half, almost 2 days to actually withdraw. Anyway, I get a call that evening. I think it was that evening or the next morning by my dad. And he's not a super spiritual guy. And he said, son, you're gonna freak out when you hear this. But last night, your son came to me with a book, and he wanted to draw on it, and I saw that it was The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. And I thought to myself, what? That's weird. Isn't that a coincidence? And he says, I asked Patty, my mom, where did you get this book from? And she said, well, before we went and saw Derek, we went to the flea market. I bought a box of kid books so we could get the kids' books to read. Meaning, The Giving Tree was in the box that they picked up before they came to see me at the ladies' house for recovery. And I was thinking to myself, what the heck is this? This is crazy. Like, I had goosebumps. And for a moment, inside of myself, I was talking to a higher power, that higher consciousness. People call it God. And I was talking to myself and I said, you know what? I can't do this. I can't do this. But you can. I asked inside of myself, I asked God, as I understand him, to help get me through this. And so I'm not a religious guy, just so you know, I'm not. But I do think there's something that's involved. I do think something, a spirit, a energy, whatever that may be, is very involved in everything that we do. And I asked for that help. I got it. And sure enough, I was able to pull through in some of the darkest times, even early on. The first 90 days were crazy because my hormones, you know, when you come back off of being off heroin, now this might be something that most people don't, you know, talk about, but sex was not a common thing for me toward the end of my run when I was using. My hormones were not there. It suppressed my hormones. So I ended up getting clean and my natural hormones started kicking back in. And when they started kicking back in, I just felt like a wild animal. Like, testosterone has not been active in me for a long time. I don't think I had sexual intercourse for 3 months before I ended up, you know, getting clean. And dude, this rain is, I mean, this is just bad. Look around, guys. Woo-wee! Ooh, all on my back. Okay, yeah, it's pretty tough out here. But the sexual intercourse was not a common thing for me. And that being said, as soon as I saw the wife, and I hadn't been with her in a while, I lost my mind. So I'll let you guys use your imagination from there. But I had a lot of situations that my brain wasn't right, you know. And they say go to meetings. They say go to these meetings because you need that support. I totally recommend it. I'm not a AA thumper or NA thumper, as people like to call. I do know the big book. I've read it multiple times. Remember, this ain't my first rodeo trying to get clean. I've done this over the years. So I recommend you stay around someone and get a sponsor if you do go to these meetings. And the reason why I say that is because someone can help kind of keep you in check, if you will. It's very important. I went through all 12 steps, guys. And it's not the first time I've gone through the 12 steps. I think one time I only went to the 4th step and didn't go any further. But I have gone through the 12 steps twice. Might bore some of you, but I'm telling you, just cleaning out that shit that's inside helped me to be able to fill myself with other things, to replace that addiction. It helped me realize, hey, look, I can fill my life with different things. I don't go to meetings anymore. I haven't been in meetings in a long time. I'd go to a meeting today if I could, but I don't go to them anymore. I stay clean. I focus on just the same principles: honesty, treating others the way you want to be treated, that kind of stuff. What's up, Stuart? Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yeah, I'm out here with these kids, guys. I'm just updating y'all. Hurricane Florence. Yeah. So the oldest one here that you're seeing with this this little apple here. That's Candy Apple. He's been through most of it. Hey, Veronica. Yeah. He went through most of it. That's my oldest son, and at school, he fit in more with the teacher. His teacher said than the other kids. But guys, it's something so important that we have a communication here. I depend on my community of supporters that watch these videos to help other people. Because I might miss comments. I may not see everyone's stuff immediately, and someone might need it. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Someone might need that support. Someone might be crying out and need help. And if someone's not there to talk to them, you guys know the dark place, and if not, you know somebody who does. My goal is to help others and help myself, but to help myself, I have to help others. So it's a weird cause and effect, but it's helped me get this far. And when I doubt, or when I'm down and out, I'll watch someone else's addicted, their recovery videos or whatever, or my own. And I'll remember, man, you remember? I'll forget stuff to this day that I recorded on YouTube back then. So I love to watch my own stuff sometimes. Yeah, Pamela, it is extremely pressed my sexual drive. And I hate to say this, I'm going to say it anyways. Hopefully everybody's over 18 years old who's watching this. But here, go inside, guys, real quick. Real quick, I'll come get you guys in a minute. Yeah. Unlock this. So, when me and the wife slept together for the first time in a long time, I was a one-pump chump. I'm going to call myself out on it. A one-pump chump. I hadn't been with her in 3 months. I was not right. I didn't even... I wasn't even using my hormones. I wasn't even using that. I was literally just getting high. And I laid with the wife again, and there was nothing like that I've ever experienced. I've never been so weak. And I found it very important because if you're a married man, especially when you get clean and your hormones kick back in and you're not used to them, it's easy to have a wandering eye. It's easy to look at other women, which is why it's important that you stay close to people that trust in, you can trust, that are going to help support you. Because if not, you can easily fall into those traps. If you're a single guy, you want to be careful too. They talk about not getting into serious relationships. Well, the whole reason they do that isn't just because, they don't want you to have sex and they don't want you to do this. No, they find that these sexual relationships are, a catastrophic ending to that relationship. It can cause someone to go back and relapse. They say that like with other things too, like you want to take it slow, and I can't recall that I took things slow like that. I mean, I jumped into this serious job. I started to travel for work. I'm ready to find something better to where I don't have to be gone all the time to make that kind of income. And look, I plan on talking about a lot more stuff and going into more detail, and I want to do videos. I'll have live video chats with other people who are recovering on YouTube. Like, I want to make this thing big, but I have no time with the job that I have. So, like I said, the more you guys can support and help, I'll be able to get better camera. I'm using my phone camera right now. I got it on portrait. I apologize in advance if some of my videos have been like this. Okay, if they've been upward, and look, I'm literally just a normal guy who drives to work. I have educated myself on a lot of things. I do a lot of research, but I'm looking forward to try and do this full time. I'd love to help other drug addicts and give them advice and tell them what I did. Of course, what I did may not work for you. You might be different. Shoot, you might do less than I did and it's still successful. So, that being said, guys, stay in touch. This hurricane is no joke. Say hey, honey. She doesn't want to turn around real quick. She's running from the camera, guys. So, anyways, I'm going to do another live update later. But put me in a coffee. Like I said, I'm going to put in the description of this, my Patreon and PayPal and stuff like that. I'm trying to get more people to help with that. That way I could start making this more full-time, and I got some damages to the house now, so I got some work I could use help with. And anyway, guys, if you have any, put them in the description, comment, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Instagram. If you have any questions and you want to talk about something, or you just need to get something off your chest, anything, any ideas, advice, I'm listening, and I see it. I appreciate you guys supporting. I'm praying for my brother Kurt and my sister Manna. Manna's supposed to be going to rehab today or yesterday. She might have already gone. Kurt is supposed to go to rehab. It's supposed to be mandatory for him. Like he's at a point now where the government's involved and they're trying to make him go to rehab. So hopefully he gets that, and they're talking about having him in there for 70-something days. That's good. He's never been to anything longer than 30 days. So pray for him. That's Kurt and my sister Manna. This is a family thing. I love you guys, and thank you so much for your support. Like I said, everything will be down in the description. Subscribe to the channel, share this stuff. I want to help other people, man. I want to help others, and in doing so, that helps me. Appreciate the respect, and more to come. Much more to come. Pray for the family. This storm's no joke. So, all right, y'all. I'm out. Thank you.